Have you ever felt a deep, almost unexplainable connection with a dog? Maybe it's the way they look at you with trusting eyes, or how their tail wags when you come home. These moments of affection remind us of the unique bond we share with animals, a bond built on empathy, care, and companionship. Yet for many of us, these feelings exist alongside another daily ritual, sitting down to a meal that often includes chicken, beef, or other meats. It's a routine so familiar that we rarely pause to consider its deeper meaning. This is what psychologists call the meat paradox, the curious contradiction of caring deeply for some animals, while eating others without a second thought. It's a tension that many people experience, even if they don't always recognize it. Meat has long been central to human culture. It's woven into our traditions, celebrations, and daily meals. For generations, sharing a roast at a holiday table or grilling burgers at a summer picnic has brought people together, providing not just essential nutrients, but also comfort and satisfaction. Yet beneath these familiar rituals lies a reality that can be hard to face. The journey from farm to table is often hidden from view, and the origins of our food can conflict with the empathy we feel for animals. Many of us feel a quiet discomfort when we think about where our meat comes from. The modern food system is designed to keep its processes out of sight. In grocery stores, meat is neatly packaged and labeled, making it easy to forget the living beings behind each product. This separation allows us to enjoy our meals without confronting the ethical questions they raise. But what if we closed that distance? What if we took the time to understand the journey our food takes, from the fields and farms to our plates? By learning more about how animals are raised, and how food is produced, we can begin to align our choices with our values and beliefs. The challenge isn't to shame ourselves for our habits but to become more aware of them. Reflecting on our food choices can be an opportunity for growth, helping us to live more intentionally and compassionately. By understanding the system and the impact of our decisions, we gain the power to make choices that reflect our love for animals and our desire to do better. Even small changes can make a meaningful difference. Bridging the gap between our empathy and our food choices isn't always easy, but it's a step towards a more conscious, compassionate lifestyle, one where our habits and our hearts can finally be in harmony. In today's world, the way we produce meat has changed dramatically. Modern agriculture, driven by the demand for affordable animal products, often puts profit and efficiency ahead of animal welfare. This has led to three distinct levels of living conditions for farm animals: decent, prison, and torture. Each level represents a different reality for the animals that end up on our plates, and understanding these differences is crucial for anyone who cares about where their food comes from. The vast majority of meat, eggs, and dairy products found in supermarkets and restaurants come from animals living in the lower two tiers, prison and torture conditions. These products are often the most affordable, but their low price comes at a significant cost to animal welfare. At the top, decent conditions are what many people imagine when they think of traditional farming. Animals have space to move, access to the outdoors, and the ability to express natural behaviors like grazing, rooting, or dust bathing. These environments are healthier and less stressful for the animals, but they are rare and usually result in higher prices for consumers due to increased land, labor, and care requirements. The next level down is what we call prison conditions. Here, animals are kept indoors for most or all of their lives, often in crowded barns or pens. They have little room to move, and are unable to engage in many of their natural behaviors. While these conditions are less severe than torture, they still cause significant stress and discomfort for the animals. At the bottom are torture conditions, which sadly are the industrial standard for producing cheap meat on a massive scale. Animals are packed into tiny cages or crates, sometimes unable to turn around or lie down comfortably. They may undergo painful procedures like debeaking, tail docking, or castration, often without any pain relief. Battery cages for hens and gestation crates for pigs are some of the most notorious examples of this tier. These systems maximize production but severely restrict the animal's movement and quality of life, leading to both physical and psychological suffering. These harsh conditions are not accidental. They are the result of a food system designed to produce the most meat, eggs, and dairy at the lowest possible cost. Efficiency and profit are prioritized, often at the expense of the animal's well-being. When we shop for meat, eggs, or dairy, we're not just choosing what to eat, we're also choosing which farming practices to support. Understanding these three tiers helps us recognize what we're really paying for at the checkout counter. By seeking out products labeled as free-range, pasture-raised, or certified humane, we can support farms that provide better living conditions for animals. Even small changes in our shopping habits can help shift demand toward higher welfare practices. Choosing higher welfare products may cost a little more, but it's a small change that can make a significant difference in the lives of farm animals. Every purchase is a vote for the kind of food system we want to support. Ultimately, our choices at the grocery store have the power to influence the entire system. By being mindful of where our food comes from, we can help create a future where farm animals are treated with greater compassion and respect. Chickens, both for meat and eggs, often endure brutal conditions. Behind the scenes of the food industry, millions of birds spend their entire lives in environments that are cramped, stressful, and unnatural. These animals are sentient beings, capable of feeling pain and distress, yet their welfare is often overlooked in the pursuit of cheap and abundant food. 90% of egg-laying hens live in battery cages, unable to perform natural behaviors. In these tiny wire enclosures, each hen has less space than a sheet of paper, unable to stretch her wings, dust bathe, or even walk freely. The constant confinement leads to frustration, injuries, and a life of monotony. Simple changes like moving to cage-free systems can improve their lives significantly. Cage-free environments allow hens to walk, perch, and lay eggs in nests, expressing more of their natural behaviors. While not perfect, these systems offer a meaningful step forward in animal welfare. For just a few cents more per egg, we can provide hens with a life worth living. This small increase in cost helps support better housing, more space, and healthier, happier birds. When we choose higher welfare eggs, we send a message that animal suffering is not acceptable. Broiler chickens, raised for meat, grow at unnatural rates, causing chronic pain. Selective breeding and high-calorie diets mean these birds reach market weight in just a few weeks, often at the expense of their health. Many suffer from lameness, heart problems, and an inability to move comfortably. Small changes like slower-growing breeds and better living conditions can alleviate their suffering. Providing more space, natural light, and opportunities to forage can transform their short lives, making them healthier and more comfortable. These improvements cost only a few cents more per serving. The price difference is minimal, but the impact on animal welfare is profound. By investing just a little more, we can help ensure that chickens are treated with dignity and respect. The question is whether a few cents are worth a lifetime of pain. Each purchase we make is a choice, one that can either perpetuate suffering or promote compassion. When we pause to consider the true cost of cheap food, the answer becomes clear. By choosing higher welfare products, we can support better conditions for chickens. Our decisions at the grocery store ripple outward, encouraging farmers and companies to adopt more humane practices. Every carton of eggs or package of chicken raised with care makes a difference. It's a small price to pay for a more humane food system. When we invest in animal welfare, we invest in a future where kindness and responsibility are valued as much as profit. Our choices can lead to significant improvements in animal welfare. Together we can create a food system that respects both animals and the people who care for them, one thoughtful purchase at a time. Pigs are as intelligent as dogs, yet most are raised in conditions that ignore their nature. They endure boredom and stress, leading to harmful behaviors. Simple changes, like eliminating gestation crates and using painkillers, can reduce their suffering. Providing more space and enrichment can further improve their lives. The cost to give pigs a decent life is relatively low. It's a small price to pay for treating intelligent animals with respect. Our choices can influence the system and improve conditions for pigs. By valuing animal welfare, we can create a more humane food system. Beef cattle start life on pasture but often end in crowded feedlots. These conditions are stressful and unhealthy, with unnatural diets causing health issues. Dairy cows often face worse conditions, kept indoors on hard floors. Simple changes, like pasture access, can improve their lives significantly. A small price increase can lead to a more natural life for cattle. For beef, a 15% price increase could mean a life spent entirely on grass. For dairy, a few extra cents per liter could mean the difference between a life on concrete and a life with access to a pasture. These are not insurmountable costs. They simply require us to look past the price tag and consider the life that is attached to the products we buy. Our choices can lead to significant improvements in animal welfare. The meat aisle is filled with misleading labels like farm fresh and natural. These terms often mean nothing in terms of animal welfare. Look for third-party certified labels that guarantee better treatment. Cage-free and free-range offer improvements over standard conditions. Organic labels often include significant welfare improvements. Research labels, like Certified Humane and Animal Welfare Approved. These certifications represent real standards for animal treatment. Learning to read these labels empowers you to make informed choices. It's a powerful tool to vote with your wallet for better animal welfare. Our choices can influence the market and support humane practices. The power to create change lies in our hands. By choosing products that prioritize animal welfare, we send a message to the market. Start by buying labeled meat, eggs, and dairy whenever possible. Even small steps like choosing cage-free make a difference. Reducing meat consumption allows for higher welfare purchases. Mussels offer a sustainable and ethical seafood option. This is about awareness and empowerment, not guilt. The cost to reduce animal suffering is often just a few cents. By making informed choices, we can reshape the world. Every small choice is a vote for a more humane future.